like it.
It's not, it's.
My second
Oh.
favorite one is Great Lakes.
Yep.
Edmund Fitzgerald Ford.
That's
You can
nice.
actually get that.
You can get it at White.
Yes, I have to mute it. Here we go.
You ever heard a guy named Sun Bolt? That's his. He's
The storyteller behind the song.
Well, we have 4 out of 7.
just has the same.
That's corn.
It is.
Voice according.
I can start, and John just always runs in here.
You know.
It's time, let's go.
And Joe's attending virtually, so I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, please watch for him to join.
And Brittany
That's
is
what
not
you hear.
doing EDMP update. She was never like confirmed booked.
Okay.
So,
Are we live?
yes.
I gotta stop talking music and such.
We are now.
Yeah.
You
We're
turn,
brown beer coffee.
well, let's get going. It's 4:31. Welcome, everyone. This is the regular monthly board meeting for the Tioga County Industrial Development Agency. It is Wednesday, June 7th, 2023 at 4:32. The meeting is hereby called to order. Christine, could I have a roll call, please?
Jen Ciccarelli.
Yes.
Kevin Gillette.
Yes.
Tracy Manell.
Yes.
John Ward. Mary Townsend.
Yes.
And Marty and Eric are excused.
We have no privilege of the floor this evening. The first item on the agenda. Can I please have a motion to approve the May board meeting minutes?
Oh,
How about a second? All in favor? Opposed? Thank you. I have to wait for John to come to talk about the financial.
We can circle back to that.
Yeah, we'll circle back to that. Brittany's not here this evening for an economic development update. So we can move on, Christine, if you would prefer to project updates.
Sure. So we did have a meeting with Robinson and Fagan for the punch list items. They haven't confirmed the date. They'll come back to complete their contract. The property transfer is not complete. I'm staying on Veolia's lawyer and engineer who's taken over that task in place of Ray, who's been out for approximately a month due to fire. So everything, not much movement there, but I'm just pushing for the property transfer to go through and really just finish up the contract. And
I see they have signs out now and banners and things. Do you know if they're still gonna have an open house or a groundbreaking or something ceremony?
I've been told that it will happen, but I haven't heard a date.
Okay,
So I believe it's still.
because they did for the first one, so I'm assuming they're gonna do it again.
HCR was one of their funders, so I think they require,
Okay,
so I think so.
all right.
What's the occupancy rate over there, do we know?
Like how full they are yet, I don't know.
Just curious.
Yeah, I'll reach out.
Is all of it ready now, or are they still working?
I think it's all ready now. I think they're ready to lease.
Yeah.
And I had heard that they were booked up, but
yeah, I heard there was a waiting list.
yeah, but they have signs. They put these
Right.
banner things out.
I know, for the longest time, there was a 64 waiting list.
They must have some
Now
units
it's
available.
Been slowly filling. I know they
People
have,
sign up and then they back out, and so there might be some fallout.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, they took so long, maybe some people found.
Other
Elsewhere.
places to live.
Yeah.
right?
I know they
Okay.
have a like multi-week vetting process too, so.
Yeah. Okay.
And this is listed later, but I did submit all documentation for the reimbursement from ESD for the 350,000 toward the tank, so. As far as I know, we're just waiting on that money.
Great. Thank you.
Welcome.
You want to talk local meat capacity grant?
Yes, so I reached out to USDA to confirm whether or not IDA could be the technical applicant entity on behalf of Reed Brook Meats. They said no, they won't allow that. So Reed Brook Meats is getting his SAM.gov information set up so he can be his own technical applicant. So I won't be asking board authorization to apply, but what I am doing is helping him work on the application.
So what was the reason? Why can't we do that?
You must be the actual processor
I see.
business.
Okay.
So I'm helping him with this application, but he's going to be the applicant. I've also been meeting with Justin Jordan, who's a chicken butcher. I'm helping him with the application as well. Both are just applying for the 250,000 simplified equipment only grant. So it requires no match of them and really will just help them get some new equipment.
Well, that's nice. Thanks for doing that. I'm
You're
sure they
welcome.
could use the assistance.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's
good.
been fun. I've learned a little bit.
Where do we have a chicken butcher?
Oh, I don't have. it here.
I think he's in Nickel. Isn't he
Yes,
Nickel?
he is.
Doing that pastured stuff where they raising,
So Justin, I'm a little less familiar with his business to speak to all the details. Ian is a processor, so people bring their raised.
I know that.
Justin, he also he processes other people's chickens. They bring them in, he does them.
Wow.
And he does some other animals too, so he's not USDA certified like Ian, but he processes a variety of meats.
That's kind of scary to me,
We don't want to know.
really.
They're vegetarian chickens, don't worry.
Pretty close to carnivore chickens.
Those are free range
Oh, you wouldn't
chickens.
know.
That's what you were thinking of, free range.
You had to drink or eat before you got here, but it's not good.
Hey, it's been interesting.
Too much smoke, that's it.
Can we circle back to the
Financials.
financials, please? You got any info for us?
Nothing major, no, Kristen and I talked about minor things, but
Everything's good. Financials are in good order. I'm seeking a motion to acknowledge the financials, please.
Motion. Second.
Thank you, all in favor?
Uh,
Opposed? Thank you. Okay, so look at that. We got all this done. Oh, you get to talk about sales tax exemption.
Yes, so the ID board was approving of starting this new streamlined fast track program for sales tax exemption only. So Joe approved the application. Let me see. Oh, he is joining. Let me let him in. Speaking of Joe. Hi, Joe.
Keep putting one home.
We didn't forget
He
you.
muted us when we got a cocktail.
Sure, fine.
Joe, can you hear us?
He's
Connecting to
connected.
audio.
Okay. Hopefully he'll be here. So,
Comes on there, it's gonna really be loud, it's gonna hurt my ears.
yeah, did that not do the?
Hello,
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
sorry, I had trouble connecting up, so I'm here.
Yay.
Well, it's perfect timing. We're talking about sales tax exemption application.
Okay,
So.
all right.
Just advising the board that Joe has approved this application. You all have actually a completed application. Joe approved the format and verbiage included in this application and said there's no board resolution required to enact it. And he gave permission to distribute it. So I distributed that to the economic development team to share with interested parties, and Bruce Nelson, who is expressed interest in sales tax abatement for his DRI project.
This is 231 Main, right?
Correct. It's for 231 Main. He's turning 3 commercial units into 7 new residential units for the 55 and older facility, Fleshview, and 2 commercial units. So you have a little packet here taken from the DRI HDR program that Megan and Britt has been running. The 3rd page there shows you the scope of his project. So making 7 new residential units, adding a community space, improving the Temple Street facade, replacing the asphalt with landscaping, replacing a parking lot with grass area and community space, and providing some accessibility design features in the bathrooms.
So this is all out back with Keith was.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he is requesting authorization to enter a sales tax exemption agreement with us. exempting $34,320 in sales tax, both local and state, based on anticipated taxable items of 429,000. So, do you have, give you some time to look that over, let me know if you have questions.
Well, he got that right in, didn't he?
He did.
In time, good for him.
He did. So a few notes here, page 6 is asking them to report their projected employment. His reported 6 employees are temporary construction positions, not long-term employment. Another note, page 3 is asking for, whether or not they've obtained all necessary environmental or local municipal approvals. His answer was actually yes there, and he has provided his OHPC statement of appropriateness as his municipal required documentation. Everything else is pretty straightforward as you see it. So with the exception of page 4, reporting IDA charges an administrative fee for sales tax exemption only. I allow the applicant to calculate their own. I checked it. It looks like I'm coming up with 2,145 rather than 2,366, but they're in the same ballpark. That is the fee that IDA would receive upon entering the agreement. So I have,
Have to do, figure out which one is correct.
yeah, and we can do that internally and just bill him.
We vote on this tonight.
We could, I will answer any questions if you like, and then I would be seeking a motion to approve a resolution authorizing the exemptions in the amounts noted on page 4.
Joe, you looked this all over.
I can't hear you. Want to say it again?
You've looked this application all over for.
Yes. Yep. Yes.
Is there anything at all that you want to point out?
No, it seems pretty straightforward to me.
Any
So this
questions?
And Christine, if I'm not mistaken, this is basically the one that we've used in Broome, and it's gotten done what we need to get done.
I think his calculated better for a big couple hundred, couple.
I know.
I'm fine with it.
You need a motion?
Yes, please.
Make that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Christine, I will get you a resolution. I won't say I get it tomorrow, but probably by the end of the week, if not tomorrow.
Perfect. Thanks, Joe.
All right. Yep.
So next, I didn't, this is a late addition, so you don't see it on your agenda. We had a meeting today discussing organizing a lenders and nonprofit roundtable. So we've had a few meetings. This is a coordination between the chamber, XDAG, and the IDA. In the past, before my time, IDA participated in these lender roundtables that basically invites local bankers to share IDA loan programs and other REDEC loan programs, and basically let them know of support gap financing that they can utilize. So we're scheduling that for August 10th, and we've determined they are also organizing a nonprofit roundtable with Abby Ortu in the chamber, both to be on August 10th at different times. So we determined our budget is very minimal. We're just providing coffee and donuts in the morning session and light lunch in the afternoon session. So we came up with a $350 budget and requesting $115 from IDA toward that venture.
What are you having for lunch?
You'd be invited.
Right.
I would say thanks.
I think we'd be delighted to
You
do
make
that.
the motion.
Thank
He can
you.
go without feeling bad. about
All in favor? Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy that.
Order some good sandwiches.
it. Being legal minds and they knew how to go along.
She's always thinking that
She
way.
was definitely quiet over there.
So onward, we have no committee reports this month. Regarding railroad, Leanne and I did sit down with the RJ Corman representative who's in charge of basically gaining business and pushing them to investigate other options and, no, I never met him before.
Somebody different.
He's their like marketing relations.
Based out of Owego or
He
based.
covers their various sites for RJ Corman. So I have his contact information now and can continue to coordinate with him over time to try to, coordinate. He did express that RJ Corman would be willing to build loading docks, etc., if a business is willing to move freight. So just some,
At the old pipe facility, are we talking or? just-
anywhere,
and
yeah. So there's opportunity there, so.
I was asking, do you have any idea what's going on with that gas building? And the answer is that they're not using the line, the rail line anymore, but are they staying in that building up there?
You mean up in,
Up in Hartford?
it's funny that looked like they had some construction going on. I went by Monday night. But as far as I know, they're not putting any gas in the ground there anymore. I'm sure they're still emptying what was in the ground, but it's been a while since I've seen propane trucks coming out. And I don't,
Yeah, I was just curious if they're selling that thing. Opportunity to talk to somebody new.
I don't know. We don't, I mean, trains do not go by.
Well, no, I mean, because I looked at the financials and there was no change in the, you received from last meeting to this meeting, so we talked. They just submitted March, it's like $9,000,
Right.
so.
What is,
Yeah,
do we know,
4,900
Yeah,
bucks, yeah,
49.
sorry.
Steve May owns, I think he still owns Ladder Tech. New York Valley?
I have no idea.
I don't think so. I think that somebody else bought that. I'm not
I
certain.
don't know, last I knew, Steve was leasing that, somebody was, had ground up there. I haven't seen any of those trucks in a good long time, but it was gas well pipe was on the ground up there at one point. I had not heard of the transaction facility.
Well, I just thought that he,
That's just one of the bigger places that's on the line that
Yeah.
has a yard, if they were storing pipe there was.
Do you know what it's called?
I don't know, it used to be the Newark Valley Ladder.
That's what it's known.
Yeah,
that building's gone. Didn't they tear that down?
last time, it was
I think they were getting government money to stabilize it to some degree.
but there aren't a lot of places on that line up through there that are commercially viable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, we've got that 25, 30 acre lot to the north, it's got corn on it right now. Yeah, I just
You don't use that line for the lumber transportation.
never found it, economically.
Why?
Because of longing.
Has to do with that.
That's rude.
That's fine.
But most of the time you'll have, a rail car will take 3 truckloads of lumber thereabouts, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. And it doesn't, it's not real viable until you're heading to Texas or California or, some distance. And most of those customers, they don't want 3 loads of lumber on a rail for 10 or 12 or 15 days.
They want it tomorrow.
Well, they want it, but they want a load at a time.
Yeah.
Or they want to meter it in, they don't want the big, the big payable. So
Gotcha.
And they can also change their mind and put a pack of this or a pack of that on the truck right up till the last second, we're in the rail car. It's like, hey, it's on the train, it's heading your way.
Gotcha.
But dollars and cents, it hasn't worked out. Now, maybe it would, but the rail companies are going up as much as the trucking companies, just as fast, so.
Okay, thanks. That's helpful for me to kind of understand what type of businesses might be good fits.
He's still not doing it, they're still not doing anything with Weitzman, are they?
Wiseman uses them, but very minimally. So Norfolk Southern only provides a switch access 3 days a week. So they can only use RJ 3 days a week. And then speaking with RJ Corman's rep, we learned there's also a shortage of cars that allow scrap.
Right.
So there's both those issues. at play.
That's the scrap guys really fucking.
Oh, yeah, they
Sides of the cars.
Yeah, they do it to the trucks too. And then, which you know, because the trucks are all warped.
Yeah, gosh,
Oh, well.
So onward, sales tax exemptions are all within their authorized limits. Best Bev will be reporting to me. I'm staying on them. They've been focusing elsewhere, but I'll keep on them to keep tracking things as well. Grants, we have Larson Design Group working on a few of our grant engineering studies, and we did, as I said, we submitted for the reimbursement from ESP, so that should be coming. That's all I have.
We need a executive?
Yeah, we're gonna leave it in. Everything else, yeah, absolutely. Unless anybody has something to discuss.
Make it to adjourn.
Okay, accepted.
Okay with you, Joe?
No, I'd like to go on a little longer if it's okay with you guys.
For an hour or two.
Well, you go right
Yeah.
ahead. Nice night. This is within our purview.
It's within your purview. Amen, brother.
I call a summer meeting right there.
Thank you, Joe.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, guys. We'll be in